Okay, alright, we're unmuted. Alright, cool. Hi, gamers! It's me, Keith the Dinosaur Boy VA, and here with me tonight is the amazing Seven the Vampire. Say hi, Seven.
Hello.
And we're finishing up Turnabout Big Top, guys. No more Mo the Clown after this.
Aw, no more Mo the Clown, no more... You know what, that's the only one I'm gonna miss.
You know what, fair enough. Alright, it's time.
Why would I miss Max or, I'm definitely not gonna miss, I don't have to voice the puppet tonight. The puppet's not in this. The puppet's gone. I never have to voice the puppet again.
He's dead. He's gone.
I'm free! Unfortunately, I'm not free in the next case.
Oh god, yeah, you're right. Oh no. Alright, well, anyway, we don't have to worry about that right now.
I'm gonna need plenty of water in the next case.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Shred my fucking throat.
Don't worry about it. It's fine, Seven. Don't worry about it. Why are you worrying? Why are you worrying?
I always worry. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties.
Well, you don't seem like your usual sparkling self today.
I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Oh, yeah, it's Regina, right.
I was like,
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
how long have you been carrying that on you?
Oh, a month?
You know milk has to be refrigerated, right?
What's a refrigerated?
Never mind, don't give me that milk. Regina!
God, Regina needs to get the hell out of here and actually get a proper education.
Regina, get the hell away from this man.
Jesus Christ.
Why don't you have a seat over there? How fabulous! My sweetie pie! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that?
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
Straight into a jail cell. Oh.
Yeah, sure.
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? You know, why don't you have a shirt on, my good man?
Why don't you have a shirt on? You should put on a shirt in court, you know?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't...
Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is.
Head empty. How many cards do you have, my good man?
Way too many.
You ever play 52 pickup? This is 132 pickup.
Yeah, and we're going to have to pick up all of those cards.
No, he's gonna have to pick up all those cards. I ain't involved in this.
You know what? True.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain.
It's like when they ever try to involve us in shit in Fire Emblem. I had no part of this. Don't blame me.
Why are you saying 7? He wasn't here. I was not here for this decision-making process.
So that who we got in the whoa, wait, we? Who's those we? Nintendo we?
Nintendo we? No, we as in us. Us. You mean the God.
I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
You need to run away.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Top of the morning to ya! Everybody! Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo! How low can you go? Not any lower than Max because he tried to get with a 16-year-old! Hey-yo! There's not... Mo. Top of the morning to you, Governor. Top of the morning. Hey, that's the ticket. Attacking every morning starts with energy, and every day it starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm. Yeah, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. It's actually been in the fridge this time.
Oh my! Thank you.
So how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real criminal. Oh, you mean Acro?
Goddamn! Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. And he's just like, well, I didn't do it. Ben didn't do it. Trilo didn't do it.
Me? You don't think I did it?
Trilo didn't do it.
I could have. You don't know.
Trilo goes like, what about me? Mo like turns, looks back. Trilo didn't do it.
What about me? What makes you think I couldn't do it, huh?
Just a feeling. You know. Don't talk to him about this. Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. Just means that I won't be able to press him like I can with other witnesses.
What are you gonna do then, Nick?
Well, I guess today will have to do without our usual psychological warfare, i.e. bluffing. Today, we rely on evidence. The only way we'll get past Akron to the truth.
You're right. It's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. And then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure that Regina watches?
Yes. That's why I brought her to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, she needs to know that when people die, they're killed.
I have expected it, but... You know, I'm surprised we never said that during Fire Emblem. I'm genuinely shocked it never came out during Fire Emblem.
Don't worry about it. Oh my god. You know what? I'm surprised that it came up here before Fire Emblem. Yeah.
Better make sure you practice for Fire Emblem Binding Blade, by the way.
Oh god, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna fucking need some practice in that game.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but yeah, I don't believe in people becoming stars. Anyways, good luck, right? You're gonna need it.
Yeah, when people die, they're killed. When people die when they're killed, you know.
Just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct.
The court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness. Or, shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! I had a feeling something like that would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need arises. In fact, my detectives stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene, on my orders. Poor Gumshoe.
Very well. Please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
Hi, Acro. How's it going?
I can hear my basset hound snoring behind me.
Oh, hi, Remy.
Hi, Remy!
Name and occupation.
Objection! Ken Dingling. But everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Big Berry Circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night. Your Honor, penis.
Your Honor, League of Legends. Death.
Yeah.
If you will
By the
look
way-
at... Mhm.
I was gonna say, by the way, Keith, Joseph gave me the perfect name for the Zigzagoon in Emerald. So.
Oh, yeah, no, I disagree, but alright.
Oh, you've seen it too?
I've seen it. I hate it.
Oh, well, dude, good. What'd you get?
But why? But why?
Because.
Okay.
What would be funnier?
But at what cost? At what cost, Seven? Anyways.
Bro, I was probably leaking death as a fair response.
If you will look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene was below my window. What was that noise?
What was that?
I just heard a noise from your end. It sounded like
Oh, was that a car?
maybe.
Because I think one just passed by. God, why are there so many people speeding around at 11 p.m. at
Where's
night?
my room? I don't know.
I don't
In the
know,
dumpster.
man. You want to work at this circus? You know how many
you
you know
know
how
what?
many
I
you know how
don't
many
wanna-
people are trying to flirt with this 16-year-old?
Exactly. I don't think you want to be here.
On one hand, Mo the clown. On the other hand,
Look, Mo the Clown doesn't save this circus.
Mo the clown is trying his damnedest to save this circus, but I'm afraid it's just not happening.
Mo the Clown doesn't save the circus from the puppet or from Max.
He's really trying, man, but it's not happening. At this point, I think you should just leave and just like make a solo act. Maybe try stand up.
But his jokes aren't that good according to most people.
He'll get some better material, trust.
You know what? Fair enough. He'll do it. I believe
He'll
in him.
find his audience. I like his jokes. If Mo the Clown has 100 fans, I am one of them. If Mo the Clown has 1 fan, I am him. If Mo the Clown has 0 fans, I no longer exist.
Because I probably killed him.
I just need a room to fill with Rolos, only to have the room sealed shut just so it'll drive Keith nuts. How dare you?
I put Keith in the basement by tricking him with Rolos.
Yeah. Yeah.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you
Basement's not even locked.
Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay.
Alright, first testimony, gamers.
Boop.
It was just after 10 p.m. I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a loud thump noise outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I say that, I thought I was dreaming. The witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
Find their way into the sealed room. The rollers are yours. Ah, that's tempting.
He's a dinosaur. He'll just break the door.
Yeah, exactly. Trust. If that's the case, then there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. Well, a man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
Had your job interview, which went well, so fingers crossed to get the job. Oh, nice! Congrats!
Nice! Yeah, I was gonna ask you how that went after the, after stream. I meant to ask you earlier, but, I've been doing other stuff all day.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how that went after, stream, but nice! Nice to know it went well.
Nice! In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings. There's no way that actually happened.
Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination.
All right. Let's see here.
Answer is man.
You stomp from the window. Minutes later, I saw someone flying right by the window.
People can't fly.
Well, if you only saw him from behind, how do you know that's who it is?
Yeah.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
What am I holding?
Hold it!
Hang on.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
So hold it.
It never worked.
Never friggin' works, man. The light in your room.
The whole reason we did the DS versions was for the microphone too.
Yeah, it's for the micro. I mean, it works for objection, so like that's cool and all. And it works for objection and take that. It's just pressing. It's just pressing, dude. It sucks. The light in your room was turned off then, right?
Get a lot of Final Fantasy Magic game. Acquired chinchillas. Step 4. Profit.
Damn good plan. I see nothing wrong with this plan.
Yep. Now you forgot the step 1. Step 2. Question mark. Step 3. Profit.
I sit on the toilet.
I was more referencing South Park.
That's fair.
Step 1. We still under. Step 2. Step 3. Profit. I haven't watched that episode in a long ass time. It's one of the better episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's also one of the few episodes. It was one of the only episodes that featured Tweak as one of the main 4.
Silly little coffee dude.
It was one of that period of time when they killed Kenny for a while and then brought him back.
If I do get chinchillas, I'm thinking of naming them Minchino and Chinchino. Aw.
Aw. Maybe I should use a Chinchino. I'm still trying to like consider, because I know it's a long ways off, but I'm trying to consider what my Gen 5 team will be, and I don't want to have any overlap with yours.
That is fair. I'll probably decide mine by soonish.
Yeah, I mean, we have a while. We still have to get through Gen 3.5 and Gen 4.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Although
Pokemon
Gen
Go
3.
Bird.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gen 3.5 won't be long after Gen 3, because I really like Coliseum and Gales.
Oh yeah, for sure. Alright.
Gen 5, what now? Wait, what? Did I say Gen 5 instead of Gen 4? I said Gen 3.5. Which is Coliseum and Gales. I consider that Gen 3.5 because there are Gen 4 Pokemon in those games, but they're primarily Gen 3 games.
Yeah.
That's true. I was going to bed after all. I was referring to like the generations we have to get through for Pokemon. To get to Gen 5, we have to get through Gen 3, Gen 3.5, and Gen 4. And then we're on Gen 5.
Yeah.
Hey!
So, with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window?
The safety lights lit up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white rose on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols?
I'm hyped to get back into my Nuzlocke tomorrow. You should try doing one.
That would be Keith domain. I'm not a big fan of Nuzlocks, but if Keith wants to do a Nuzlocke at some point,
I might. Who knows?
yeah. I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I was convinced that that person what I saw was Max Galactica. I mean, Keith.
I mean, I would be down for it. I'll
Yeah. At some point.
at some point.
Like, you know, after we clear a gen, he can go back and do him as a Nuzlocke if he wants.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, the more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with this latest bit of testimony? I mean, did he say he said something about the white roses, right?
No, he said he didn't see the white roses, but what he did say that didn't make sense was the hat.
Oh, right, yeah, because the
hat was at the scene of the crime.
At the scene of crime.
So how would he have seen it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just join Keith with a bit of Nuzlocke. Hey. Yeah.
I mean, fair, sure. I mean, if I'm depending on the day, sure. My schedule is a little silly, so just let me know when.
I was like, as long as I have him here at 11 to 1 on my days, yeah. That way I can have him for he's here for the funny
Sounds
games.
like you're arguing about custody.
Anyway.
So just a smidge of co-parenting. There's a huge contradiction in the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence.
Let's see.
The
Where
evidence
is it?
is my attorney's badge.
God, I wish. Take that! You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? Not the co-parenting. Wait, who are the co-parents? I'm lost again. I guess you and Seven.
It's because I said, it's because of me saying I need him here at 11 to 1 on my days for stream. Because it sounds like you're arguing about custody. Just like, okay. You do you.
It just does sound like custody.
What do you mean?
The silk hat.
What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside the window was tough enough challenge for me.
Well, that's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk cat. That makes sense. We can make the co-parenting arrangements later.
Later.
Oh my god.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk cats? What if
No.
there's a magic in one of them?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica.
BF is on Diskin and I left my earbuds downstairs. Fair enough.
It'd be like that. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand!
See, I just can't hear in general. I'm just actually, no, my hearing's actually pretty good.
I'm
Order!
just stupid.
Order! Yeah, I'm just dumb.
Me too, buddy. Like always, someone has to open their mouth without thinking.
Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth, but now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would be the cause of the witness to commit perjury in this court?
He did it. He did it, Your Honor. He freaking killed him.
Wild statement.
Oh my god. Honestly, I kind of wish we should have stated this. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
Oh my god.
On this occasion?
Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
The murder. The murder of Mr. Russell Berry. The thing we're all here in court for this right now.
Wait, Russell Berry was murdered?
Oh my
I love
god.
the Big Berry Circus.
I hate it here. I wish court really was like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It'd be so much more interesting. Okay, to be fair, there was at one point an actual real-ass parrot that was called onto the actual real-ass witness stand in order to actually convict real-ass criminals. Because and I mean, it worked. Actual drug dealers were captured, so I guess. I mean, shit, if it works. If it works.
Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Deadly serious, Your Honor. Not literally. Not literally. I haven't killed anyone.
Wait, deadly? As in you're deadly? Did you kill a man?
I don't. Maya. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to remember how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really?
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary.
I considered lawyer, doctor, biomedical engineer. What I ended up with, no degree, only certain medical coding.
You know what? That's fair. I'm trying to get my certification in medical coding, actually.
I don't have a degree either. I dropped out of college.
That's fair, though. He is staying rather calm and collected.
One person here finished college.
Don't worry about it.
Mr. Dingling. I still don't like that name.
I just call him Acro, man.
Do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say, do I? What do you mean? never went to college. I did an online courses for my cert, and went that was through a college, but I wasn't in a program for a degree. Fair enough. Everyone take a good look at me. My biggest problem is I really suck at like academically. Like I can't answer like ABC questions.
Oh yeah, no.
I-
You need to be
I
a good
can-
test taker for for stuff like this.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And then but like I'm good at practicality. Like if you ask me to put something into practice, I can do it. But if you ask me, okay, well, what substitute? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
That's fair.
I just do them.
I'm great with
was a
tests. I was a
straight
straight
A
A student. Dang.
Yeah, I'm awful with testing. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things.
See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right! It's way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man!
I love whenever the
John, the gallery is just going like,
Man, Phoenix Wright is ableist!
I love whenever the fucking gallery
way to
gets
pick
say,
on the disabled.
Hey God, I need a.
No, I need this too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. Phoenix is in fact a poopy head.
Mental illness to horror. Fair enough. It's life. Life is hard.
Life do be hard.
You know what? Life will knock you down time and again, but you get back up one more time, you prove you're the victor.
Exactly. Life hard, but pillow soft. Go to
Oh,
sleep.
shit, we're getting an Albedo storyline in fucking.
Oh, in Genshin?
my God, this might finally be the fucking Mondstadt expansion.
Oh, nice.
I just checked Twitter, so.
Fair. Certified poopy head moment. Phoenix is a poopy head. Nah, life is a poopy head. So true. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you were trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it.
You know what? Francisca gets it, calling them the Peanut Gallery.
The peanut gallery.
I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? With titties, thighs, and pillows be soft.
So true, so true. Life, hard and cold. But titties, soft and warm.
You see, I quoted something from. I mean, all I did was quote something from Trails, but I quoted something, inspirational. And then there's just this shit.
I
It's
mean,
just shit.
anyways, yeah, no, he didn't.
No, go ahead, Seth. Were you gonna say something about Sarah Valentine?
Now then, this must be when we get to hear the.
You don't get out of this. Just not the fucking question. Shit.
Let's just play the video game, guys. Right? Yeah. What's Francisca saying? Don't worry about it, Seven. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We get to end this case tonight, right, guys? Video games. So true, Remy. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Oh, not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? Fucking wild.
There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed the murder all by himself.
Order! 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 What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm going to have to prove it how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stopped attacking, I'm doomed.
Alright then, let's do it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When was it that the crime was committed? When the crime was committed, where exactly was Acro? I am done calling him Mr. Dingling.
Entirely fair. Anyways, yeah, still in the room. Because, like, where else would he be? He's not exactly, you know, form fit to go downstairs. Yeah, take that. He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Yeah, pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself, so there's only one answer to that. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts?
I know I said this before, but it's just warrant saying again. I really love how Francisca's animations are a mix of both Edgeworth and Von Garma's.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's great.
What say you, Mr. Dingling? An interesting theory.
That's it?
Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
as a witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point. Oh, it seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime.
That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Hey, Delilah.
Yo, Delilah, what's up?
Hey there, Delilah. No. You know, I've always thought about making that joke, and then I never do. And this time I was like, fuck it, I'll make the joke. Who's gonna stop me? God himself? Do you mind if I ask you a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him?
Oh, you know,
Doing good, how are you doing?
doing all right. Yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you, Delilah?
If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
How did he do it? That's the next course of the legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here...
She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and that he killed the ringmaster when he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Can't present evidence, sorry.
Oopsie daisy, can't do that. Yeah, let's present some evidence. I'm going to present some evidence.
So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the murder of Marcel Berry?
Well, there was
Okay,
something.
that is worded weird. It's what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Mr. Like, why didn't she commit the crime or commit the murder of Marcel Berry? Why?
I don't know. It is very strange.
I think it has some weird wording.
Taken from the cafeteria before the crime, but it was taken away from the cafeteria during the crime. Weird. Take that!
What's that? A picture?
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's being shown in the picture.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it, makes me cringe.
Yeah.
They were told to worship this damn thing.
They were told to worship this thing, yeah. Thank God it was taken out. Anyways,
The
yeah.
bust? For a second I didn't realize that was the judge.
That's fair. It's quite a large bust. Don't... Wait, hang on.
Unless my eyes deceive me.
It's a chest! Oh my god. It's quite a large bust.
Like I
And-
just died.
And because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's... Phoenix!
Hang on,
Phoenix!
hang on, I need
Phoenix!
to-
Phoenix!
I'm just gonna.
Phoenix! No! You can't say that! Apple
I'm just
bust!
gonna post that.
Dude! Bro!
Fucking wild.
No, you can't say that! Phoenix!
Big if true.
Oh my god.
Big if true.
Oh. Oh my god.
Order! Order! So what you're saying is the bus fell onto the ringmaster.
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like this bust.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Eck was at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, 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 Acro. Looks like you- Get down! I'd watch what you say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get a proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
On Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
She got a whip. Because this is Ace Attorney.
Yeah. Yeah. That's...
I feel like there's no better explanation. This is Ace Attorney and she's Yvonne Karma.
It's Ace Attorney and she's
A prosecutor.
prosecutor.
Prosecutors get all sorts of rights, like the right to whip everyone in sight,
Yeah.
and the right to throw coffee at the defense.
Eventually, the right to slash at the defense with an actual samurai sword. But don't worry about that.
Isn't the plot of like Spirit of Justice like that defense attorneys are oppressed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolute wild that that's the plot.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit silly. Don't worry about it.
The defense's objection is overruled. Mostly because the prosecution has a whip.
Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Maybe the plot of all of Ace Attorney is that defense attorneys are oppressed. Mr.
Yeah.
Jingling, I'm sorry, but you need to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your abilities to testify, we request an expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you.
Ah, that woman will sink to any low to win this case.
I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bus. I had the upper body strength from working as an acrobat. Only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bus and looking at the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the ringmaster's location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in my regard to the witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and carry it over to the window. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would lead to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd like to still proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Can't let her get to me. I've got to focus.
Alright.
Alright, let's see here.
This one's a bit weird because I know what the answer is, but I remember this one being a bit weird because it's information I didn't realize yet. Effectively.
Oh, yeah. Could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. On the location of the ringmaster's head. Unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Let's see what we got here. Monkey. Lion.
This, I remember this one because I remember how weird it is. And there are technically two answers to this one, but one of them makes a bit more sense.
That is fair. Wait, hang on. Where's the... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, hold up. Okay. Right. Hang on. Where's, which, button. Oh, objection!
Yeah, so...
Objection!
You can present,
come on.
so it's two separate statements and two separate pieces of evidence. You can present the crime scene photo or the chest.
or the
on
box,
statement, Yeah, on statements 5 or 6.
Oh. Okay, so this one or the one, or the one after this. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and it can be either one of them. The reason this was weird to me is because on my first time I wasn't thinking about the fact. I wasn't thinking about the way the case could have been laid out. Effectively, for some reason, I had it in my mind that the ringmaster was carrying that box to that location. But the box... Effectively, what we're about to learn... I won't say it because we're about to learn it, but
Right.
yeah. I for some reason, I even remember us like, early in the game, there being someone say, yeah, he was carrying the box. But no one ever stated he was carrying the box.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's
for
what-
sure.
That's what completely threw me off because I don't know why I thought he was like we had discussed him carrying the box on my first run, but
Who knows? Anyways, objection! Objection! There we go.
I'll be honest, it was probably that it was because there was a couple of weeks between me doing the second day investigation and me doing this, like, the second day trial.
Oh, and so there's a few details that you just, like, overlooked.
Yeah, I forgot because
Or forgot, yeah.
I was I was in high school when I first played this, and I had to study for a test, so I couldn't waste time playing this.
That's fair,
But
yeah.
so there's like a couple of weeks time where I just didn't play it, and then that information left my brain.
That is
And I
fair.
get back to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, he was carrying the chest. And it's like, no, he wasn't. You dumb shit.
Acro. You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? And why don't you just say getting at? Why do you have to say driving at?
You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I might add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Fine. You guys are no fun. Maybe you should take a look at this.
This is where things get wild.
The key point here is the wooden box. Oh, hi there.
Get the fuck out of here! Who the fuck do you think you are?
Who the hell?
Mr. Bot? The same wooden box that the victim found was found hunched over?
The very same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that bus came falling down...
Oh wait, hang on. The moment that bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean... Seven?
Oh, sorry. I keep not realizing who's talking anymore.
That is fair.
If the bus would have fallen upon the point marked out by the wooden box...
There would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. Really?
Order! 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 This is unbelievable!
Finally.
Now.
Woo! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. And there's only way to go from here. And there's only one way to go from here. Forward.
So, the next question I have is who placed the wooden box at the scene?
It was Mr. Dingling, of course. Jesus. He connected it to a rope and and all he had to do was lower it all down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix, right? Ow, ow, ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. Let's see,
I think it's the weight.
Oh yeah, it's specifically 20 pounds. The box had a remarkable weight. Weight?
According to the court records, it weighs 20 pounds.
Just to lift up this wooden box would have required.
Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and then lift up their body, wouldn't you say?
That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift up this box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Does she even bother to listen to me anymore?
Mm-hmm. I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you drop it? Did you drop the bust onto the ringmaster? What are you talking about? Even if I had wanted to do such a thing, I couldn't.
What?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of this bust? I forget.
I forgot. Hang on.
Are you? Oh, you want to see what happens?
Yes. I forgot. I kind of forget.
Nick, don't tell me you're losing your memory already. Again.
No, wait, hang on. No, hang on. Let's not get carried away.
Hey, stick out your head a little. I just got a thing. I've got just a thing. A Maya kick! Enough of that! No horseplay in the courtroom! And no more kicking the defense attorney!
What?
Whipping him's okay, though.
Oh, thank God.
According to the court record, the bus disappeared from the cafeteria. Oh, it looks like you just get to go on after that.
Oh, thank you. Let's go!
Never punished!
Never punished. Yet whipping is allowed. Yeah, exactly.
Never punished. Except for that one time we were punished in the tutorial case, but don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I think that those were literally our only penalties across both games.
Cannot believe you did that. It was because, again, we did that. And to be fair, like, we knew the answer, we just skipped a step, effectively.
Yeah, basically. Don't worry about it. We're a little silly like that.
One important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how could I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? We know how.
Mm-hmm. You see, Mr. Phoenix, right? Explain that. And don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all.
All right, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room?
Well,
The bust.
the bust itself. Look at those sparkles. Almost as if it's shiny. Alright, well. Here's a monkey. Take that! Take that.
That is our penalty bar. If we take too many, if we, present the wrong evidence too many times, we effectively die.
Yeah, no. Like, we don't get a guilty verdict. Phoenix just gets murdered. Phoenix just dies.
That's where, like, if you present the wrong evidence or stuff, and, I mean, certain times it'll be, like, double or the full thing.
Yeah, if the green bar gets to 0, you essentially get a guilty verdict and a game over.
Yeah.
And also the judge pulls out a Glock and shoots Phoenix in the head.
No, he's gonna do that anyway. Actually, it's the prosecution that does it. Look, would you trust this man with a gun?
That's fair. I would trust Francisco with a gun more than the judge.
I mean, I wouldn't trust her with a gun either, but I trust her more than the judge.
That's fair. She would know how to use it, and that's why I don't trust her.
Monkey? Monkey!
Monkey! Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
I don't know why, but everyone knows money is a great statement.
Everybody knows. I mean, I guess so, huh?
For instance, he stole the ventriloquist's ring.
So, are you saying that the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey just stole it on his own, and then brought it back home.
Home?
Also, I would like to make note, that is a strong ass monkey.
One thing I like about Acro is he doesn't have like the normal Ace Attorney over the top breakdowns.
Mm-hmm. He's very calm.
Yeah. Anytime he's caught in a lie, he just stares.
Yeah. God, like.
One of my favorite, speaking of, catch people in lies, one of my favorite questionings in LA Noire is there's one guy who, when you catch him in a lie, rather than being like, all right, you got me, he tries to sell you the lie even further.
Oh.
I mean, it's one of the bigger plot points, and we'll see that when we get to LA Noire, which honestly is probably going to be after Arkham City.
Fair.
Because I really want to get to LA Noire.
Fair.
Home?
Also, like, this thing is life-size and made out of stone and gemstones. This monkey is yoked.
Dude, that monkey could fucking throw hands.
This monkey is jacked as hell, dude.
Who would win, Money the Monkey or DK?
I want to say, like Phoenix is afraid of Regent the Tiger. I'd be more scared of the monkey. Like, Jesus Christ. If he's strong enough to carry the bust up a flight of stairs, it's over, man. That monkey is built so different. Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
I like how surprised he is at that.
I'm more of I'm just more of Money lives in Acro's room is certainly a sentence.
God, I bet Acro wishes Money lived in his room. Honestly, yeah, I wish Money lived in my room.
I wish Money lived in my room. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice. But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? But bronze isn't all that shiny. Well, maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Okay, Phoenix.
Fucking savage.
Jesus.
My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of What?
Shit. Why?
Jesus Christ, Max! What? They're made out of what?
So what you're saying is Giratina's gonna come get them.
What is wrong with you? Like, why? Why would you do that? Hi, Trent.
Hi, Trent.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. What's happening? Monkey jacked, big, statue with platinum cards. Crippled acrobat. That's not. I mean, I suppose technically this one too, but.
Yeah, a coma does tend to cripple you.
Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? I mean, I guess. It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room.
Even if he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market. If he wasn't able to handle that for himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Damn.
Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where is the bus in question at the moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a strange turn of events. If that monkey did not steal the bust, then what happened to this case?
Monkeys be mad strong, dude. I saw a video of one helping lift a dude up onto a ledge. Yeah, no. Monkeys kinda strong. That monkey is yoked. Like, not only did that monkey have to carry it from the cafeteria, but like, you had to go up a flight of stairs. Hang on, that's a crime photo. There it is. Yeah, you had to carry it all the way out here to the apartment buildings, and then all the way up the stairs to Acro's room on the 3rd floor.
That monkey that monkey's yoked.
That monkey is buff as hell, dude. Well, in that event, something else must have been used as the murder weapon.
Well, Or maybe this bus was the murder weapon, but it was used by accident.
That's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Bro wanted the shiny. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron!
Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. Okay.
Mr. Wright's
His argument does
is-
hold water. There's no denying that.
You don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix, right? And what is that? You should know! You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you down.
I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime.
I still think one of my favorite ways of describing something was saying that it makes my monkey brain feel monkey real and monkey tearing my face off. She called you a fraud, LMAO!
She really just threw that shade at you.
That's crazy, bro.
One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Now answer this, and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The clown saw the murder. Who was it then?
Yeah, so, let's see. Actually, wait. No, wait, hang on. Where is it? So, about that, take that. He saw Max's Ow!
He
I
saw
asked-
Max bust wild.
He saw Max's bust.
I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Au contraire, mon frère.
And she's not getting in trouble? It's called a bust. Oh, look, we've already had plenty of great statements come out about the bust.
God.
And also, she's not getting in trouble because the prosecution never gets in trouble in the Ace Attorney.
Yeah. I mean, she has whipped the judge before.
She's whipped
A lot
the judge,
in this trial.
The defense, the witness, the defense attorney.
Everyone, man.
Who's gonna stop her?
Au contraire,
Are you-
mon frère.
Are you gonna stop her? She has a whip. Are you gonna stop her?
I don't have the whip. She has the whip. For all intents and
Exactly.
purposes, she's the one in power here.
Exactly.
It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw.
Bum bum bum.
My gasp.
How is that possible?
It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, actually. Unfortunately, I guess that is what I saw, huh? God, that man needs to put on a shirt.
Is that your fucking game? About it, I do some shit about it. I ain't gonna let myself get whipped.
Oh my god. I'm not taking that lying down. You know what? Good luck.
You know what? I'm. Yeah. There we go. I got another one.
What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all during this case? The silhouette he saw just happened to be wearing a cloak.
There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to a bust. Just say statue. You shouldn't just say statue. Guys. Oh my
I'm
god.
dead on this line. I'm dead on this line.
Or a cloak that could easily get snagged on the bust.
Jesus fucking Christ.
At this point, should we? You know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust?
It doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
Okay, that's another one I need to say.
It doesn't matter who put it on the boobs.
It doesn't matter who put it on the bust is actually wild.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, holy shit. It doesn't matter who put it on the bus. Actually, fucking.
Jesus Christ.
Who is writing? It's a statue for my sake, please. No, we say boss and Mr. Dingling in this house. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bus?
Who put the cloak on the bust?
You know what? We'll veto it and say boo.
Well, vetoing it and saying a worse line is crazy.
The question is of the utmost importance to this case. Don't you agree?
Don't. You caught me.
I will harm you.
I will harm
Let's
you.
have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
Who did put the cloak on the bust?
I
God.
am not getting over the just ow.
Who was
put the
in
cloak on
Paris
Max's-
for real?
Who put the cloak on Max's bust?
Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
It was the Rugrats. Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah, so...
I have not watched that movie in a long ass time.
Alright, well, fair enough.
Rugrats in Paris was a good one. I don't know which of the three Rugrats movies was my favorite. I think probably Gone Wild though, because it was the one with the wild thornberries.
Oh yeah, for sure. Alright. This one's gonna be a little weird, but
I had a Rugrats in Paris game on the N64. Anyway.
I've never watched it, I just heard that joke and ran with it. Fair. Take that!
I mean, to be fair, I grew up with the Rugrats.
Yeah. Fool! To him?
You're saying he was a victim himself, Russell Berry?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust. Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself!
Nick, do you really have a handle on all this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together.
I saw a lot of people saying bust.
I'm finally putting all the pieces of this bust together. There's only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night?
Wait, Mr. Wright, you're an artist?
Let's take a step back in time.
Oh, are
Acro.
we time traveling now?
Oh my god. Acro used a rope to lower the wood. Jesus Christ. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box.
She isn't even mad anymore, just actually so lost.
Francisca's just confused.
Exactly.
At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him in that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim...
A very weird song to play for a murder.
Yeah.
Also, at the very instant the bus hit the victim is wild.
You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this isn't true. It can't be. Well, it's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet.
Good night, Reyes.
Huh? Oh, good night, Reyes. With the shock of the impact, it threw up the cloak and it got snagged onto the bust.
Impact, like the Genshin?
That's when the sound was heard by a witness and he took a look out the window. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown.
Oh, hey, that's me! Hi!
When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it, primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up.
And that's how he flew.
Yep. And that is how the magical murderer disappeared into the sky came to be. Now you know how the murder actually took place. And now you know who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the scene. Acro! It could have only been you.
Acro's playing mind games with all of us.
He sure has. But he has come to his end of his rope now.
So,
Well, what now?
you've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
Evidence?
In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. That
Yes.
has power, right?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Just going to,
Just takes out some keys and just starts like jangling it.
Ooh, jingling keys.
yes.
What were we talking about again?
Oh, of course. Anyways.
Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Good judge.
Nick, they say they want evidence.
I just explained how there can be only one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claim. Hard proof that you think... hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
Well...
This was found at the crime scene. So...
I know this is another double answer.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Right. Actually, hang on. Let's see. Yeah, it's not here, but... still have it, so... Take that! Oh, wait. No, hang on. Oh, wait. Alright, well, second penalty. Oopsie daisy. Alright, don't worry about that.
I was trying to catch you and I was like, no!
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. We're gonna try again. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
This is a double answer, but it's not.
It's not that one. I think it actually. Yeah. Okay. All right. Glad that we cleared that up. Take that. Take that. Take that. Go.
Put him so heavily. No, it's. I'm confused. Okay, I gotta wonder what made you think that was the answer.
Mostly the lack of the silk hat, and I was like,
Oh, okay.
so.
Yeah.
Esto pues.
The reason, yeah, and like, because if you choose the poster, the line is pretty much the same as it is here.
Gotcha. That's fair.
You mentioned the three symbols, and Phoenix uses the poster to talk about the symbols.
That is fair. The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses.
These symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings.
Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony.
The silk hat was one. The white roses were the other.
But the theory I just presented explains all of those contradictions.
The bust of which goes which in these, the structure of which goes which in these games. I thought I said statue, and I was gonna say bust just to be annoying. But no, it says structure. I am dyslexic. The structure of which goes which in these has always been fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, it has like the point and click adventure sort of issue of like order sometimes.
I can see that, but yeah, that one wasn't the order of which things event. That was just Keith being dumb.
Yeah,
You fool! Do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust.
Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction?
Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like you to try and explain that one away.
Can you do it, Nick?
Of course, I can explain all of it.
What was that?
Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust.
Duh!
Which explains why Mo didn't see it. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust.
Damn. Order! Order! Reaching the heart of this case.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. And then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? There's one
What is
more
it?
cross-examination in this case, too. You took the time to research our circus, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't?
If you did, then maybe you'd understand why I think you're off track.
Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now.
What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive.
It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel that this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. I'll go play on the slides. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Court adjourned. December 30th at 2:17 p.m. I can't believe it! Acro?
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus! Unbelievable.
Oh.
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Mama, he's just a little twerp, isn't he? Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey! Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went through all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah, Detective Gumshoe?
Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. I mean, he's a pedophile after all. Alright, later. I'm heading out. Wait, no, hang on. Detective, wait, hey, I'm sorry. Now, why don't you just relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective?
Ho 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 ho! Well, if you insist.
I know that the chat can't hear it, but I just played the Hector Oho. That's what it sounded like. I should just play that every time a Hector levels up or gets a crit in
Oh ho!
yeah, in Blazing Sword. Now about that evidence you mentioned. What is it?
Oh, well, here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yeah, the result of our investigation. You can look at it later.
Won't Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
Yeah, but, she's mad at me no matter what I do, man. Even my lashes have lashes. See, that's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything, but everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
Von Karma looked like she was in a pretty big hurry, though.
Yeah, you'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were put into place. Final plans? Uh-huh. Hey, that reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Judgment comes at the very last instant. Well, that's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm going home. I've got some cup noodles with my name on it. Woo!
What did he mean by the very last instant?
Everything he said seemed pretty cryptic to me. Oh, well, yeah, well, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
Well, it looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
Eh? For me? For me?
It's milk.
It's full of fucking milk.
Why is there so much milk in this? Just... Man, the reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it before it spoils.
An entire day's worth of milk? For me?
Why is there so much milk in this last trial?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
So much milk, dude.
It's just milk. It's just milk all the way down.
Just milk. All the milk.
Bum, 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 bum.
Court is now in session. Shall we continue proceedings? Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
On today's episode of The Writer's Barely Disguised Fetish.
Are you saying the writer has a milk fetish?
Milk fetish is great. Like, why giving it to Max too? Like, what?
I'd make a joke about titties or something, but I'm far too sober for this.
Yeah, straight from the bust.
Oh, of course.
That was the obvious one, but
Unless my eyes deceive me, that's a bust.
That's a bust. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to pay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the victim deeply the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could to think that Acro could kill the man he held in such as high esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there is no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Actually, we're fine. Don't worry about it. There's actually no need to cross-examine this witness. Where's the butts?
What's that?
Oh my god.
The butts. Show me
Show
legs, bro.
me bones or his bent appendages. Where his cuts? Tell me where he's bleeding. Are you conceding this? Are you conceding this? Don't look so smug. Don't forget your client still looks a salad alibi. Maya was drugged from her medication. Anyway.
Hi, Frank.
What's that?
Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's actually no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
What was Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster? How about it? Can you explain it to me?
We actually can't provide a motive.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like the foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster. Well, if you want to jump to the end of things, then yeah, that sounds about right.
So smooth. I don't know, that's like stuck in my head. Oh, hey.
What's up?
Someone commented on the YouTube side.
Oh.
I just noticed it here.
Huh?
Acro and Max should be in jail for something else. This is true. We have discussed this multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is, so did that show up on OBS? It did not show up on OBS, which is that answers that question on if the YouTube chat will show up on OBS. Okay, I'll have to figure that out later.
But hi.
It's gonna be a lot. Yeah, hi.
Hi, Razor Crossing.
Yeah. Hard to view two chats at once.
Yeah, it's a little silly. Yeah. Apologies. Only the Twitch side is appearing on our video as well. So
yeah, I'll see if there's a way to make it to where both appear and all that. That way I can see both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
for
I'm
sure.
not sure if there even is.
Yeah, I don't know.
The end of things?
Acro, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of the witness's murder plot was not the Ringmaster. He did not plan to kill Russell Berry. What?
Order! Anyway, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must.
What the Holy...
Wild.
Holy crap! What? I'm sorry. Okay, Your Honor. Alright.
Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court?
Damn, bro wants blood for real.
Bro's like, I'm going to fucking hurt somebody.
Yeah, screw hurting everybody. Screw hurting somebody. He's hurting everybody. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you doing to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro is trying to kill someone else? Yeah, there's one person that he kind of hates, so... he's beefing with a 16-year-old.
Max! You know what? At least he's not trying to marry the 16-year-old. Like, at least he's trying... Like, his hatred of her is that he blames her for what happened to his brother. Like, it's unreasonable, but it's at least... You know.
Yeah, I get
It
it.
ain't good, but at least he's not, you know.
It could be worse. At least I can see it, you know?
I
can understand.
his reasoning.
At least I can understand that. I can't understand why people are trying to marry her.
One's a puppet, one is Max Galactica.
Both need to go to jail.
What's a puppet jail like?
Uh...
Crack his balls. Mods, crush his skull. Mods, kill this man. I still love that you're somehow a mod on YouTube.
Yeah, without anything. Like,
I never implemented you as a mod, but I went to go do it, and it's like, hey, you have one. I'm like, who the fuck did this?
I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, take that! Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer that question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This young girl is the real culprit.
Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to... Yow!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. And I'm totally not just saying this because the prosecution is.
See, where is...
Evidence that he was out to kill Liz.
Where the there it is. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to that
Nope.
one time I had a dream that was a moderately popular streamer, that I was a moderately popular streamer, and some guy was annoying me in chat, and I just said, "Mods, kill his family," and then woke up sweating despite it being winter and having the windows open.
His family, and then because you're a popular streamer, it just happens.
Oh my god.
And if you're popular enough, you could get away with it. No. Look at look. Mr. Beast proved if you're popular enough, you can get away with running Squid Games
Yeah.
and putting mold in people's lunch. I see people still buying lunch leaves,
People
and
are
I'm just
still
like,
buying it?
I'm just like, I just take a sip of my fucking drink and
Like, I don't know, man. Which would you rather have, mold or lead?
Well, lunch leaf has both.
Anyways, take that!
I just.
Jesus Christ. Acro, do you have any recollection of seeing this?
That's.
It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat.
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
Don't forget. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
There's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. Did you mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person in this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Bum bum bum.
Wow!
Who the fuck is doing shit? Order! 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 Mr. Wright! This little theory of yours...
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. A game
Got a
truth.
I got a theory.
And
You know
it's-
me. If
yeah,
I have a
we'll
chance
let
to
that.
reference the Buffy musical, I will.
Simply
I'm gonna make
put,
you
Regina
watch that
didn't
one
think
day.
the note was meant for her.
Keith, I'm gonna make you watch that with me one day.
That's fair. Which is why the
look.
morning of the what?
I said, look, Buffy in general is a good series, but that's like one of my favorite episodes.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's fair. Which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, I mean, the ringmaster, read the note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza that night instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today?
Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, then I'd end up falling out the window myself.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly. That's when he let the bust fly?
Hey, Nick, why did you have to say bust? Is Gina
well-
listening in on me from the audience for now? From the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool with a foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix writes. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Uh-huh. That's a line in the note, all right. Well, if the note was sent to Regina Barry, it must mean the note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant. This is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago. Well,
I fucking love. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Your Honor, I got no fucking clue what I'm doing. I'm bullshitting.
I mean, do you think Francisca repeatedly saying "fool" is her stim?
You know what?
Francisca's stim. Francisca has the tism.
You know what? I like it.
It's Francisca's stems by
Your
calling
headcanon's
people fools.
accepted. Headcanon. Approved.
Oh my god.
I love approved. I love that meme, by the way. Approved.
Approved.
Approved. I don't know. Excellent argument. Approved.
It's rare for a character in this franchise to not have the tism. True.
Very true.
That's
That's why we love them.
Well. Oh, this is simple, Your Honor. If Mr. Phoenix Wright can't provide the facts for the so-called incident on the note, then there's no way to know whether this note is relevant or not. Moreover, one cannot prove any sort of motive for wanting to murder Regina Barry.
Huh. It's that simple? Of course it's that simple. These guys have one brain cell.
Yeah.
Nick, I thought you were going somewhere with this.
Well, what can I say? I forgot. Oh, this is getting ugly. All I can do to get out of this mess is, I have to prove the truth about what happened 6 months ago.
Nope, never promised again.
An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron? You just said you didn't know! Well, I forgot for a bit, but I forgot for a bit. Don't worry about it. I was having a brain fart.
Wait, are you sure this is relevant to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
I
think
really
so.
love that 90% of Phoenix's success is just him bluffing his way to victory.
Just like, I mean, maybe. You just said you didn't know. Yeah, I was lying because I found it funny, dumbass. Well, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. Which I am, but he can't know that. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually...
I believe you can present the scarf or the pepper?
Oh.
No,
Well,
it has to be the small. No.
well this
No,
was
you
in
can't
the
present
box, right?
Yeah, I had to think for a second, but no, the scarf. I'm thinking ahead.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Take that!
I was trying to remember for a moment. I was like, I think you can, but no, I'm thinking way ahead. Oh, not way ahead, but I'm thinking. It's one of those times where I'm thinking of step 3 before step 1.
Oh, that's fair.
Achoo! 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 Achoo!
They're like, damn, that much? What kind of
I'm screenshotting this line.
what kind of a spicy joke? Kind of a spicy joke? A spicy meatball?
What kind of spicy joke is actually wild?
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, it isn't a joke at all. Just spicy. It's actually the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discover the decisive evidence found inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix, right, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Well, this is stretching it a little bit, but I mean, take that.
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bad has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina? She did that to him?
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
Lion?
Regina, Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
Then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's a victim of an accident.
I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
No, it was more than that. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
He was
This
such
is when you present the scarf, by the way, and that's why I don't know why I was thinking it was earlier.
That's fair.
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat.
By the way, if you've noticed, all of these have been double penalties.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Well, let's look at this. Bat scarf, stained with blood, and a small quantity of pepper. Take that!
This is when I don't know why I thought of this step earlier than my brain, you know.
No, that's so fair, though.
Yeah, we do it all the time. That's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There's something more.
There's something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Jesus Christ.
Pepper?
Oh my god. It's pepper. It's pepper. It's pepper.
Are you saying that there's pepper on that, my sweetie?
I hate this courtroom.
Now we just need Mo the Clown and we'll be solid.
Wow, I can't believe there was pepper on there.
Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of... I know this is an actual term, but I just hate it. Fingering,
Please, another way to word that.
You know what? That's going in the fucking screenshot collection. I swear, we have a lot of Ace Attorney screenshots.
No, absolutely. It's... Jesus Christ.
You've done a good job of fingering a criminal.
Look away for 1 second.
Yeah, Phoenix right out here fingering criminals, you know?
I mean, with consent.
But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Regina gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it.
Why do you say it like that? I'm gonna hit
Someone.
I'm gonna smack him twice.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bitten by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of them smiling. However...
Lions sneeze.
What?
Leon didn't plan on biting Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper spread on the scarf.
What?
You fool!
You've got to be kidding me! What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object for objection's sake.
That one's... I'm taking that one.
Yeah. I love that one. That's another really good one, honestly. I object for objection's sake. It's like, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really plan to say this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother to the accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot.
So it's a joke of an accident to you, huh?
I object for objection's sake as lawyers speak. For fuck is you talking about?
Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves.
Are you telling me that what happened I said was... that what I said was true?
Acro...
You don't mean... You can't mean... Witness?
Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ring,
God, every time, man.
where's the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or lack thereof to be more precise.
Murder weapon.
The bust that the defense claims was you. That were to be found in Acro's room, and it were covered in the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be.
But we still don't know where it is. The bust.
Nick, you've got to do something!
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won.
I say we see how things play out.
Yeah.
Because we know it's not in Acro's room.
It's not in
so that wouldn't
Acro's
be
room,
good.
so... It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but...
Why aren't you going to search his room?
And looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now that you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice.
I guess. Figured with you, that's the least I would expect. You'd leave no stone unturned.
Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
No reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright? bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this.
It looks like the coup de grace of this case was ever so sweet.
But what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the important evidence here is about the death of the ringmaster. I think you should remember that.
Arrgh.
Do something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! Bust, where is it now?
Where's the bust right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where the bust is. I'm sure you do.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is?
It seems as if this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support.
Ah!
Now, if you'll please excuse me, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Oh?
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I just bit my tongue. Huh?
What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
I love vodka. I love this. Come on.
Why are
Really have
you
a case to
surprised?
present, Mr. Wright?
What? Is he talking to me?
I just realized I never changed the YouTube description. Oh well. The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. So it still has the description from the last, everything else has changed. But it
it'll
still
play.
has the description from Fire Emblem 6.
Yeah, or Fire Emblem 7.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep saying 6. The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
This shit is so unserious. It's Ace Attorney. It's all unserious.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, hang on. Hold on, you can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they?
I mean, they have a net underneath them, so maybe not always.
That's how Acros lived up his life until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope.
I would rather not, but alright, cool.
If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well. The defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
Walking the tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward.
This is a potential double penalty if you get it wrong. One answer is a single, but the other one's a double penalty. If you say the lodging house, it's a single penalty. Oh no, wait. You have to. It's not this one. It's the next question.
Oh, gotcha. Well, it's not in Big Top. It's not in the lodging house, because they searched everywhere there. Then it's here. It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom.
It's obvious.
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all.
Honestly, so this is the one. If you choose the judge's bench, it is a additional penalty.
Oh.
The prosecutor's bench is not, but that's also a very funny scene as well, where Francisco whips you unconscious.
Shit, dude, sure. Shit, dude.
You did
It's,
say, right?
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What? Why did you stop talking all of a sudden?
Well, I'm just not really sure if I should say anything because the bust is onto the prosecution's bench.
No, you don't mean that. Miss Von Karma! Ow! 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 Ow!
Don't think you're getting off easy.
Nick! Get up, Nick!
Proceed, Your Honor.
I will when Mr. Wright opens his eyes. Nick, are you okay?
Who is this girl? Huh?
He gets fucking
Got amnesia again!
I like the first time I played this, I knew what the answer was, but I had to see what happened if I did this.
Oh my god. Wait, this is no time for me to be losing my memory. Okay, alright, it's fine. Alright, actually, hang on, wait. No, hang on. Brain no work. Brain actually, wait, hang on. Okay, hang on. Courtroom. Where else? Obviously, in courtroom. Yeah, that's where brain is going. Brain going judge's bench.
Wait, make sure you say, you're gonna do that scene, make sure you
Okay, yeah, of course. I'm actually going to get a game over if I don't. Anyways, it's,
What? Why'd you stop talking all of a sudden?
well, I'm just not sure if I should really say anything or not because the bust is under Your Honor's bench. You had to think about whether if it was a good idea to...
What did you just say to me? That's a penalty! That's enough!
Alright, well, anyways,
That actually is enough. We'll do the time warp again.
Alright, yeah. yeah, Phoenix actually died here, and he respawned. Yeah, just like I said, guys, the judge actually takes out a Glock and shoots him in the head. Anyways, it's at the witness's chair. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off of your wheelchair?
I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there.
So serious, but I just see the word bust.
Why can't you just say
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing that you could laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you couldn't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found that murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. In the only place that you could. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Could you please remove the blanket from the wheelchair?
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them.
2 of them.
Miss Francisca von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw away the ashes with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust. Obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try to hide the bust. And the only place I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now, to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. What I like about this is it shows that Von Karma, that Francisca at least, isn't so different from Edgeworth.
Mm-hmm. In fact, it makes her a lot more different than her dad in that.
She's not like her father who just wants guilty verdicts. Francisca, much like Edgeworth, wants justice and wants the truth.
Mm-hmm. Also, poor Francisca, she sounds like she's about to scream about how he messed up the natural order when she screams, "You're a fool." Yeah. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know, I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. I failed! Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
Another thing I like is that line shows that even Francisca doesn't realize that, you know, what she wants in life.
Yeah. She doesn't actually want the perfection that her father seeks.
Yeah. I love Francisca so much as a character, and we're going to get real into that in the next case.
For sure.
Doesn't matter now, though. It seems we've arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I am responsible for that crime. Acro? All my brother did was want Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get back at him the same way.
And that's why she covered the scarf in pepper.
I know she didn't want anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What I'm truly guilty of, I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believed in that so purely. She would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
What do you mean by that?
So you are saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I am nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Well, damn.
God damn!
Yeah, yeah.
This has been such a strange case. Almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. Hot damn indeed. So true. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. I'd like to declare my verdict.
At least in this crime, we're gonna have another trial for the other one.
You for that one.
Yeah, we're stepping out of that one, man. That one's all you.
Court is adjourned.
For now. Uh.
Mr. Court, defense lobby number 5. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one that I don't know the answer to.
Hey, congratulations! Congratulations, Mr. Max! You're going to go to hell, though! You're gonna get pulled into another trial, and man, Wright's not defending you for that one, let me be clear! You've got another case, Max. I'm gonna leave before Me Too becomes a thing. Not Mo. Mo's fine.
Yeah, Mo's good.
Mo's fine. Don't worry about it.
We love Mo.
We love Mo. It's sad. Goddamn. Unfortunately, we're not gonna see him anymore past this case.
Sad.
Sad.
Thank you.
Dude, jeez, what's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
Oh. Yeah, that shit sucks, man. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
Yeah, she's been like this for a while now.
It's all my fault!
Sweetie pie.
Bad and Acro, they're never coming back! Now everyone's gonna split up!
Regina.
Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't get up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try to get his revenge on me?
Of course he is.
Of course he is. It's crazy. Oh my god. Holy crap. Alright, let's cheer her up.
I don't think he's gonna do that.
I did click. Of course he is on my first.
Holy crap.
Purely because I was like, fucking. I was like, I need to laugh. Like this case hurt too much. I need a good laugh right now.
No, that's so fair. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Mostly because he's going to jail, and he will be physically unable to do that. But, you know.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that?
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Uh-huh.
Acro said that all the time to you, so I thought it'd work for me too.
Well,
Nothing in the evidence exactly, but there's a person.
Mm-hmm. Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that? Yeah, there we go. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
Bat.
That's right. Regina, he's still alive, you know.
He is, huh? But now that Acro's been caught...
Uh-huh.
I know!
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then he can meet until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
First off, stop trying to marry the 16-year-old. But secondly,
Man, we really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? Sorry about what happened. Not sorry for chasing you off for trying to date a 16-year-old, but you know, everything else.
so whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay you a fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. Such a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's gonna happen to the circus now?
Well, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone's sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
And what is it?
Well, I've decided that I'm gonna take over as the new ringmaster. I'll
turn this circus into the best damn circus this world has ever seen!
The best circus the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh!
Amazing.
Yay, I can't wait! And I guess that changes things.
Eh?
There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means that this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. But, you know, don't date 16-year-olds.
Regina, you're going to help them out too, aren't you?
You need to get away from that circus.
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
I personally, I think that you would be better off without the circus. At least this circus. What are you talking about, Regina?
Why do you think I brought you out to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. But, stay away from Max.
Mo.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry.
Max.
Nick!
Well, it seems like everything's going to turn out alright here. Or really badly, but don't worry about it.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seat on the house.
That'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats.
Oh man, that's a long laugh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I see. What made the case?
Just like you thought. Yesterday's search really paid off, sir. You had it all figured out yesterday, didn't you?
It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney.
You mean Mr. Wright?
Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. Do me a favor and try not to be too harsh on Acro. Once I get back, I'll make a stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office.
Yes, sir! I'll be waiting for you. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Excusez-moi?
Ayo!
You're alive?
What happened to Choose's death, huh?
Well, it did say that Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
True, true.
One of my favorite cases.
Mr. Gas Neck.
The gay ass next to himself is back. Alright. I
Alright.
feel like I know what the raid hashtag is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Can we throw Max in Diddy jail and Ben? Okay, Max can stay since he's in his early 20s. But get rid of Ben, 30-plus-year-old hitting on a 16-year-old. I really wish there was an easier way for me to view the YouTube chat, because, like, it's hard when I'm focusing on that to swap back and forth between two tabs.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's fair.
I need to figure out a way to make it to where I can view that chat easier, but I'll have to figure that out now. I'm not used to there being people viewing on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you,
Thank
Razor,
you.
for
Thank you,
watching, by
Razor.
the way.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry we keep missing your stuff, but the primary chat's on Twitch, and then I have that there. Anyway, rest of this week. Tomorrow it's Final Fantasy 14.
Yes.
Thursday is Trails
Trails
of
of
Cold
Cold
Steel
Steel
2.
2.
Friday is up in the air on if it's gonna be something else or if it'll still be Dokapon. That's relying on Omega Man. We'll figure that out. We're sorting that out. If
Yes.
not, may just be me and Keith watching Day of the Live. Maybe me and Keith dueling on Dual Nexus finally. I've been wanting to do that. And perfect chance if Friday's stream isn't what it is, then we can duel. All that good stuff. Outside of that,
Saturday we're
is-
back
or is it
on.
Sat- yeah.
Yeah, we're back
Saturday
on B's
we're on
channel for
B's
Dungeons
channel
and
for
Dragons.
D&D, and is Saturday, is it going to be Saturday or Sunday this week?
I think Sunday.
You think Sunday?
Yes.
All right. And Sunday will be Fire Emblem. All right.
Yes.
I thank y'all, and I will see you back here tomorrow for Final Fantasy 14. We're
Yep.
taking on one of my favorite segments. Bye for now.
Later, gamers.
Oh, we're rating, raid hashtag and who we rating.
Oh shoot! Right.
Yeah, almost got both those things. I see Tenor's up.
Oh, Tenor. Yeah, sure. Let's raid Tenor.
Okay.
Hashtag
I
bust.
figure I know. Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be hashtag bust.
Hashtag bust. Hashtag ample bust.
Hashtag ample bust. Oh, Tenor's gonna be confused, but that's fine. All right.
Yep.
I will see
All right.
you guys back here tomorrow. Bye for now, for real this time.
Later, gamers.